You're not watching the Brooklyn Nets Fan Show Fan Media Network. I'm your host Woods. This is my boy Jay, and today we're going to be discussing Stephen A. latest remarks on Kyrie Irving missing games, as well as LaMarcus Aldridge retirement and what that means for the Brooklyn Nets.
Kyrie, he's done it again. He's taking his PTO time, and he's doing what Kyrie's been doing. It seems like pretty consistently. And Stephen A. Smith wasn't feeling it. As I think most fans of basketball, the NBA would probably agree with. Um, I just want to say real quick that never would I ever tell a professional athlete to just be a basketball player and only a basketball player, as if that's his life and that's what it has to be because he's getting paid millions of dollars to do it. Okay, I actually encourage players with position of power and influence to have something to say about the stuff that's going on in the country, like the shootings that are going on in racism, everything in general. And Kyrie does an amazing job of that. You know what I'm saying? He's involved. He wants everything to be fair. He wants everything to be right. I have no issue with that. The issue is though, speaking as a fan of the game, you know, and the fan of him. There's people out here who are paying to see you. They're buying your jersey, they're buying your sneakers, they're buying the tickets. Some of these people are probably spending their last dimes just to see you. And I feel like Kyrie right now, I feel like he's not taking that into consideration. Like, this is your job. At the end of the day, this is your job. And I think he needs to like really sit down and pay attention. Like, yo, like you didn't play a lot of games last season either. You know what I'm saying? You weren't in the bubble. You weren't playing in the bubble. And I think I'm not sure how many games he missed this season, but I think he's missed more games this season than he's missed. He sat out more games this season than he did last season. So I think he needs to look at that too and make a decision. Do you want to take a season off to focus on the things that are going on in the country, the problems that we have in the country right now, or are you going to play basketball? You know what I'm saying? I'm perfect. I am all for him taking a year off to go help out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of BS going on in the world right now, and we can use someone like that to solve these problems. But I think he needs to make that decision on what he's gonna do. You can't be half committed to the Brooklyn Nets because at the end of the day, the goal is still a championship. It's championship or bust. You got too much firepower on that team to lose. So, but also you can't get cocky and be like, okay, yeah, because I got KD, because I got James Harden, I could just come back anytime I want because we're just that good. Because chemistry is always going to play a role. Because when playoff time hits, the Lakers are going to be good. The Lakers are going to be ready to go. The Sixers are going to be ready to go. These teams are going to be ready to go. So you can't keep just leaving. That's just you can't keep doing that. So I think that he just needs to make that decision on how he's going to go about this because I think there's a certain way to go about it, and I think he's just not doing it. He's not doing it the right way right now.
Fair enough. My stance on it is similar but slightly a little different. I'm gonna be honest with Stephen A. remarks and a lot of these remarks. It gives me real shut up and dribble vibes. And the reality of it is tough because it's a mixture between entertainment while also mixing in real life. A lot of people come to escape from real life for the entertainment. But here's the reality: the entertainers are real life people going through real life situations. Unfortunately, we just had another social injustice situation happen in Minnesota where the game was postponed, and Kyrie immediately, days after, was on the phone with the governor, reports and stuff set out. So this is the type of guy he is, and I will never diminish or try to box someone in what they are. This is his job. This is his obligation. I understand that. And there is a contractual obligation. You do have to play games. Da 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 da. I understand that, but I personally believe every individual has the right to be who they truly are, and this is what his passion is. And if this is where sometimes he feels he needs to step away to uh, prioritize, that's his business. That's his business, and I believe he has every right to do this. And I believe, look, at the end of the day, it's a game. This is the most one of the most entertaining games in the world, and a lot of people have love and passion. But the reality of it, it's a game. There are bigger things every day in life happening outside of that court. So my stance is a little different. Because I support it. I support Kyrie. Along with the Nets and along with his coaches, I support Kyrie on not missing all the games. I will say this. I don't just support just missing out because you don't feel like it. No, as long as these cases are justified, he's taking the right measures and he's doing substantial things, especially in society. I can't find the reason to get mad at it. And here's the other part. Call it what you want. He's missed almost 20 games or whatever it is this year. But every time he's come back, just like last night, he gave us 37. He almost gave us a double double. He almost gave us a 40-point double double. Look, if you could step away, and he's that good, if you could step away from the game for 4 or 5 games and come back and give me almost 60 whenever you want, listen, I'm not too mad at it. I don't believe Stephen A. overstepped either. Because as a fan and as a spectator, I completely understand. Like you just said, I'm paying my hard-earned money. I come home, I don't want to deal with the rest. You know what I mean? I want to watch the best on best. I want to watch the best game of the week, and I just want to, have my beer, have a good time, whatever I'm doing. But I want to have an escape. And if I'm watching the game where I'm paying my money to do this, and none of the best guys are on the court, I can totally see why, spectators and fans and stuff would be mad. My only feedback to that would be I would just offer a suggestion to at least think about this is more than a game. We live a real life with real life people, and hopefully, if you guys could open your minds to that, you know, that doesn't define you. Even if you were an electrician, if you were a nurse, that's not all you are. That's your profession. That is what you get paid to do, but that is not defined of who you are. That doesn't mean when you go home you have to be a nurse. Doesn't mean when you go home you have to be an electrician. And other professions get PTO too. And so this is the real thing. This is a real life situation. I'm totally okay with him stepping away from the game. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I completely understand the other side as well. So that's the reality situation. And speaking of missing games, we also had some awful news where LaMarcus Aldridge just recently retired because of his heart. Essentially, he's having problems where his heart beats irregularly, and he wanted to prioritize his health, and he wanted to prioritize his family over the game as well. And with that being said, what's your thoughts? Like, what do you think? What do you think the outscope of the Nets looks like now?
First of all, I hope LaMarcus Aldridge is okay, and I hope he continues to be okay. I read that this has actually been an ongoing problem throughout his career. So this isn't the first time. This is nothing new to him. I just think that this time it was way more scarier than the previous times that this was a problem or when it occurred. So I think people just need to remember that basketball is at the end of the day just a game. The man had a wonderful career, 15 years. I think he was all NBA second team 2 times. Man was an all star. Had a few seasons where he was putting up 20 plus a game. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely no slouch. Definitely, I think he definitely will go to the Hall of Fame at some point. He has that sort of resume to me. But I definitely think that it hurts the Nets because now they kind of have to rely on DeAndre Jordan now at the 5, which is something I think they were trying to avoid for obvious reasons. I mean, DeAndre Jordan's is older, you know, he's not the same defender. He doesn't move the same. Can't guard the perimeter. Can't shoot a jump shot. So that pick and roll and being able to have the option to for a play like LaMarcus to step out and hit a 15-footer or have the decision to cut to the roll to the basket. That's dead. You know what I'm saying? Which would have been a problem for any team in the playoffs. So now that you have that removed, you're kind of just you're stuck with the old center, who isn't the same DeAndre Jordan anymore. So I think this is a huge loss for them.
I'll be honest, I don't think it's as substantial as people may believe. Marcus Aldridge for a career, he's been a stud. He's averaged 19 and 8 for a career, pretty hefty career. All his accolades and stuff line up. Unfortunately, I do not believe he may. I don't think he may get in the Hall of Fame, and if he does, I wish him the best. Whatever he does, his endeavors. I just hope he's really at peace with the situation. Because just when you spend that much time with anything, you gotta walk away from it. And sometimes the hardest part is leaving your life and leaving that part with it. You know what I mean? So sometimes a lot of people have a hard time separating the two. And as long as you could come to peace with it and have a successful career outside the sport, what I'm saying, it'll be a good opportunity for him and his family. But now for the Nets, I do believe the Nets. I think Claxton actually better fits the role. No, he's not the better player. No, he doesn't give you what Lamar gives you as far as lineups and stuff. But as far as like anchor, defensive help, good rotation, he'll give you more minutes than LaMarcus and DJ probably put together. He's younger. I like Claxton. DJ is gonna have to play more, and I just think other people will step up. It's time for our LinkedIn Business Fan Special. You can reach out to us on LinkedIn, comment, DM us, leave us a post, whatever you guys want, man. And we'll get back to you guys ASAP, and hopefully have you guys on the show.
To host a fan show or appear as a fan on a fan show, simply create a profile on Fan Media's iOS app or website. Select your teams and make a short intro video on your phone. Show hosts, reporters, former players, and superfans can use our Get Verified feature and make an intro video as well, and our mobile newsroom staff will reach out.